Now, NEO closed on Friday trading around $16.70. Now, this is a stock that it is trading way below its all-time high of $66.99, which, looking at the latest fundamentals, all the strong fundamentals and its future prospects that it has, I think you and me can easily agree and admit that this is a stock which is just trading way below its value, looking at what it's set to achieve in the near future. I mean, this stock this week, you remember that it came out and announced that they've reached 200,000 production at their Jack Neo factory, which is something that is truly amazing. And knowing for a fact that tomorrow we are to expect Neo to report their April deliveries, it is something that also sort of like gave us some hope to say that 2 weeks, which of course Neo had sort of like suspended their production, it won't hurt Neo by much. As you remember, or as you know by now, that Neo had not completely shut down their production. They were just producing their cars at a small scale during that period, and of which now we know that Neo, or getting to know and see that early this week, Neo came out and said that they've produced or finally got to 200,000 vehicles. It is something that I think it is really commendable. Now, some of you have watched previous videos I made about Neo. You already know sort of like my prediction on this April delivery numbers, because like I said, getting to know or getting to see that Neo got 200,000 vehicles production sort of like gives us the hint, because you remember that in March, or in the March deliveries, Neo had announced that they had reached a cumulative deliveries of around 192,838 vehicles, which if you had to subtract the 200,000 minus that 192,838 vehicles which they had produced when they reported their March deliveries, this just simply means, or this will make you to get 7,162. And of course, you remember that they had, or they still have, an opportunity to even deliver cars today. So I believe that from that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and today Saturday, these 5 days, I believe that they can easily get or make their deliveries surpass 8,000, which is why those of you that watched my previous video, I did indicate to you or made my prediction of saying that I believe New York is going to deliver approximately 8,000 vehicles for this month of April, which is something that I still stand by that, looking or checking my calculations, and of course deriving them from their 200,000 production which they reported early this week. So I still believe that NEO is still going to deliver around 8,000 vehicles for the month of April. That is the number that I believe they are going to report tomorrow. And of course, it can be more, it can be less, but that is my prediction, looking at the fact, looking at the latest information NEO announced. Now, you remember that this is a company, like I said in the beginning of this video, which is just set to do very well. This is a company which will do very well because its fundamentals and its future prospects are so massive and robust, which is, I believe that looking at where NEO is trading at right now, this low trading price of around $16.70, it's a big opportunity for you to probably go and load the boat onto this NEO stock. I mean, this week myself, those of you that follow me on Facebook, you'll notice that I did post some screenshot, and of course not showing the shares or the exact shares I bought, but I was showing a sort of like a transaction, a certificate I got after making a purchase on this NEO stock, because I just truly believe that this is a stock that it is doing very well, and its latest developments and its future prospects are to be the one to encourage you to remain bullish onto this NEO stock, which is why Wall Street also remains very bullish onto this stock. It is because they know the fundamentals and its future prospects. This is why they continue to remain bullish, and they have a price target of over $40 per stock, which is something that must just show you the kind of potential that we can see from this NEO stock in the few months down the line. I mean, this stock very soon it is expected to be complete their upgrades on their Jack Neo factory, which will increase their production capacity to 300,000 with double shifts, and again with Neo Park expecting to come live with mass production around the Q3 of 2022 again is something that is truly amazing and must just motivate you to remain strong and bullish onto this NIO stock. This is something that will make NIO, like I said, to sort of like try to meet the demand that are on these NIO cars, because you remember that the ET7 right now, it has got some huge demand. There are so many people that are waiting for their NIO cars for their NIO ET7 cars to be delivered, but unfortunately they cannot be delivered now because the queue is quite long. So with this production capacity at Jack NIO and the new factory NIO Park, which is set to start with the production, I definitely think that this demand we are seeing on the ET7 and also the upcoming ET5 and of course the ES7, which NIO plans to deliver this year. Also, we are going to see NIO trying to meet the demand that will come out of all these three new vehicles, which NIO, by the end of this year, they will be delivering them in China. Now, you remember that by the end of this year, NIO plans to have penetrated 4 more European countries, and on these 4 European countries, NIO plans to take the ET7 to be the first vehicle they sell in these 4 new countries, which is something that I believe it's amazing, and it's going to make or bring demand or some more demand on NIO on that ET7, because you remember that all the NIO cars are not only liked in China, but they are also liked outside of China, which is why I believe that the demand will also come outside of China, which is why, if you remember, in 2021, Mizuho analyst believed or came out and said that they believe that 30% of the sales that will come to NIO will be outside or from outside of China, which is something that must just show you that not only is NIO going to do well in China, but it will do well also outside of China. So I'm really excited about the deliveries tomorrow. I'm patiently and wanting to see the kind of deliveries that NIO will report tomorrow. And of course, those of you that follow me, you will know, or you already know, that I will do a video about those deliveries tomorrow. So stay tuned for that, because I believe that, like I said, I believe that NIO is going to deliver around 8,000 vehicles for this month. Otherwise, with all that, guys, before you load the boat or increase your holdings onto this NIO stock, please do make sure that you do your own due diligence and confirm and verify the things that I was saying about the NIO company or this NIO stock, so that at least you can be comfortable when you buy their shares. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I make tons and tons of stock market investing videos, and if you think that this video was amazing, please don't forget to hit that like button, comment and subscribe. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit that notification bell so that YouTube can notify you every time I release a video. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.